스치는 그대의 옅은 그 목소리 내 이름을 한 번만 더 불러주세요 알아버린 너의 나를 멈춰서 있지만
Hello, it's Ciara from A.C.E, and today I'm going to be doing my album shelf tour. I decided to do this because, well, I've always wanted to do one, but I'm actually going to be moving in a few weeks, so I'm not going to have these albums with me, or this shelf or anything. They'll all be staying here, so yeah, I just wanted to show you guys and also have it for me to remember what it looks like. So yeah, let's just get into it. My bookshelf is a Billy bookshelf from IKEA. It's the small one, obviously, with just the 3 shelves. I was gonna get the big one, but I already have so much shelving in my room. I didn't want to be getting another really big one that would take up like this whole wall. So yeah, I just got this one, but it's pretty packed, as you can see, especially that bottom shelf. Like that's pretty busy. But yeah, I used to have my albums over on this shelf here. I did not have enough room for them anymore. Like all 4 of these were completely packed, and I had them like squeezed in and I couldn't fit them in anymore. So yeah, I went to IKEA and bought this shelf. It was going good for a few months. I was able to I still have my BTS albums set up nicely here. My EXO ones, I have too many of them now, so like they originally kind of looked more like this, but now they're all just kind of lined up. And then the bottom one, they're kind of squeezed in there. At the top here above my shelf, I just have my Love Yourself premium photos from the tour. So I have Jimin's one and Yoongi's one. On the shelf I have my arm balm, my air balm, which I leave lying down like this because oh my god, it falls over so easily. So it just stays lying like that. And then I have these like 3 little like fake plants from IKEA as well. Now moving on to my first shelf. Basically, the way I've done this is it's in alphabetical order, but the first 2 shelves are my 2 alt groups in alphabetical order as well. So we have BTS, EXO, and then the bottom one is all of my other groups done in alphabetical order for the most part. Some of them I just kind of had to put in whatever way I could squeeze them in, so yeah, I will get to that later. But starting with the first shelf, my BTS shelf, which I really love because I don't have too many albums, like unlike EXO, so I was able to kind of set it up nicer. I only collect BTS's Korean albums, so I have their school trilogy, so Too Cool for School, or Yulei 2, and School Love Affair. I have Dark and Wild. I have the 2 versions of HOH Part 1 and Part 2. I have the night version of Young Forever, which is the first BTS album I ever bought, so I hold that really dear to my heart, and it's really pretty, and that's one of the reasons why I have it on display. I have the G version of Wings, which is the Namjoon and Cookie one. I just chose a random version that time, so I didn't really care who I got. And then for You Never Walk Alone, I have the left version and the right version. I originally got the left version because I chose just a random one, and then a few years later I bought the right version. Then for Love Yourself, sorry, Cookie, woo! I have the O and E version of her, and then, oh my god, these are all out of order. Anyway, Y, O, U, and OR for the Tear album. I like splurged on this because I had gotten a load of money around that time, and Love Yourself Tear is also one of my favorite BTS albums, so I'm happy that I own all the versions because I love this era so much. Then for Answer, I have the E and L version. And then for Map of the Soul Persona, I have version 1 and version 2. And oh my god, literally yesterday, Big Hit announced BTS's comeback, and oh my god, I'm so excited. Map of the Soul 7, and it's gonna be blue, and it's gonna look so pretty. Well, it's not gonna be on this shelf, it'll be on a different shelf, but still, I can't wait. And also, it's huge, oh my god. But yeah, I'm super excited for that. Then next we have the Love Yourself concert tour in Seoul, which I never buy the tour DVDs, but because I went to the Love Yourself tour, I just said that I was going to get the DVD, and usually they only do the Korea and Japan DVDs, but this time around they decided to do Europe and New York as well. But they hadn't announced the Europe one yet, so I was like, oh, I'll just buy the Seoul one. And then they announced the Europe one, so I bought the Europe one too, and I have this one on display here. Then I have my HOH, the notes in both English and Korean. I was going to get the Japanese version as well because I did study Japanese for a year, so I thought it might be a nice way to keep it up, but I just decided I'd focus on Korean for now. Then I have the BTS World soundtrack, which I love, like soundtracks and scores from like movies, video games, anything. I wasn't sure whether I was going to buy it or not, but then I caved eventually, so yeah. Then I have the Love Yourself tour program that I got in the London concert in the O2. Then the only Japanese album I have is Face Yourself. They were selling in one of my local music stores for a decent price, so I just decided to buy it. And I actually really love this album as well. I would like to get their first Japanese album. That's probably the other one that I would like to have from them. But I definitely will not be collecting their Japanese stuff. I'm just sticking to Korean. Yeah, moving on to a very packed shelf. We have my EXO shelf. They're really skinny, so you probably can't see them, but I have the Chinese and Korean versions of Mama. I have EXO, Growl, Miracles in December, Overdose. I have Baekhyun's version of Exodus, which was actually, oh my god, yeah, this was actually a random version, and I just got super lucky and got Baekhyun's. So yeah, and then I have Love Me Right. I have Minseok's version of Sing For You, which was also a random version. I have Exact, the monster version. Lotto, which I accidentally bought the Chinese version, but I don't really care. I love this album to bits anyway, so it's fine. Yeah, I have the Chinese version. Then I have the Winter Special for Life, the AB and private versions of The War, The Power of Music, Universe, all of the versions of Don't Mess With My Tempo, including the Vivace version, the Love and Shot versions of Love Shot, and then we have most recent additions, which is the reason why I can't display these nicely anymore, is the EXO, XXO, and Obsession versions of Obsession. Then behind Kai we have subunits. So we have EXO CBX, Hey Mama, it's Minseok's version, which was random. Then I have Blooming Days. I do not remember which version this is called, but it's this one. Then we have EXO SC, all three versions. And then up here, this is not EXO, it's Super M. I didn't really have the room to put Super M down here, and I just thought that maybe it would make sense to put them up here for now, because the versions I have are Kai and Baekhyun. So it's like they're EXO members, the albums literally have their faces on them. I can get away with putting them up here. Then for soloists, I have Lay's Lose Control, Sheep, and Namanana. All of these albums cost me so much money, but Lay is worth it, so yeah. And so much thought and effort goes into Lay's albums. Like, the photo books are thick, and yeah, it's worth it. Then I have Jongdae's April and a Flower and Dear My Dear. I have both versions. And then I have Baekhyun's City Lights, both versions as well. And lastly, I have CBX's selfie book from when they went on a trip, and it's just full of adorable photos of them. Yeah, it's really cute. I love just looking through this. And so then moving on down to the last shelf. Oh my god, this is gonna be awkward to show you. So yeah, as I said, this is kind of, I tried to do alphabetical order, but it does go off a little bit here, kind of. And then I do have some of my like Western CDs as well. So starting off, I have my AOA albums. It's a small collection, but you know, it's getting there. So I have Good Luck, Bingo Bangle, and New Moon. Bingo Bangle is actually signed by all of the members. I'd love to have it on display, but I can't at the moment. Then I have Astro, which I collect Astro albums, but unfortunately, when they debuted, stupid me put off buying their debut album, and like back then you could buy the signed one and everything. Oh my god, I did not buy it, and then it went out of print, and to this day I cannot find it for a decent price. So we have Summer Vibes, Autumn Story, which is also signed by all members. Then I have Winter Dream. Yes, Winter Dream. I have the day version of Dream Part 1, the wind version of Dream Part 2, Rise Up, green version of All Light, and then the blue version of Blue Flame. Then we have my very unfortunately small Blackpink collection. So we have Square Up, the pink version, and then the black version of Kill This Love. Then also another small collection, my EXID albums, Street and We. I really wish I had more EXID albums, but yeah, they're really hard to come by. Most of them are out of print at this point, so that's all I have at the moment. Then I have my Girls' Generation collection. Heart, Holiday Night. I have TTS's Holler, Taeyeon's Why, Tiffany's I Just Wanna Dance, and Lips on Lips. And then for GOT7, I only have the Flight Log trilogy, so it's just Departure, Turbulence, and Arrival. I have some of my Western albums. These are all kind of albums from my early teenage years. And in this pile, it's kind of all my Square albums. I just dumped them all here, so they're slightly out of order. We have 17's Love and Letter repackage, D&E's Bout You, SHINee's The Story of Light Part 2, which was my favorite out of the series. I did not even think about the fact that they would have a repackage at the time, so I went ahead and bought this one, and then they came out with the repackage, and oh my god, it annoys me. I will get the repackage eventually because I do love all of the songs. It's just when they released the first ones, I was like, this one's my favorite, so I bought this one. Then I have Jonghyun's She Is, and Poet Artist, Taemin's Moving and Want. Then I have Red Velvet's The Red Summer and Bad Boy, and then SHINee's Married to the Music. As I said, they're kind of out of order. I have more 17 over here, so I have All One or All or whatever you want to call it. Probably my favorite 17 album next to Love and Letter. So these are actually the only two 17 albums I have. Then I have Super Junior's Mamacita and One More Time. Sunmi's Warning, and then Tomorrow Bed Together's The Dream Chapter Star and Magic, and lastly TVXQ's New Chapter 1 and 2. That's pretty much it for my album shelf. To some people this may seem like a lot, to others it may seem like a very small collection. I'm very happy with the size of my collection. I feel like I've gotten it to a point where I'm never like really desperate to collect certain ones or anything. I have my BTS albums, my EXO albums, and then I kind of slowly add to this bottom one as well with other artists that I love. I hope you enjoyed. If you did, please hit the like button and don't forget to subscribe to see more from me and Eva. We have social media. We're most active on our Twitter and our Instagram, so if you want to see what we do in our daily lives or just talk to us about anything, K-pop, whatever, go ahead on over there. The links will be in the description and at the end of the video. That's it from me. I hope you enjoyed, and I will talk to you all again soon.
I want to be your only ace. 네 곁에 스쳐간 그저 그랬던 남자. 나는 조금 달라.